Hello, in this video I'll demonstrate how to use REDCap to enter information for your optional follow-up call. You'll begin by entering your login information into REDCap, then navigating to the study project. You should be looking at the REDCap calendar every day that you come into work, and you can see today's date is highlighted in yellow. What you're looking for is your name next to any of the appointment times for that day. So I can see that I'm scheduled for a patient at 2:15 p.m. That means that I arranged a follow-up call at that time. So I'm going to take note of the record study ID. It's 41. And then I'm going to go up to my record status dashboard. I'm going to click on the radio button in the column Optional Follow-Up Call for that appropriate study ID, which is 41. And I'm going to complete the requisite fields before I call the patient. Many of these fields will draw information from the last form, the after visit form. So I don't need to enter them twice. It tells me that the patient was John Doe, gives me their medical record number. This is the number that I wrote down to call them, and this is instructions for my follow-up call. Please review the information in this banner. We're asking you to make 3 attempts to contact a patient for your follow-up. If someone answers, you start by introducing yourself. Hi, my name is Nick. I'm a health coach at University Hospitals. Is Ms. Jones available? And it's important to introduce yourself before asking for the person who you're attempting to reach, because they don't know if it's the tax collector or who it is. So it's a good habit of saying who you are before you ask for them. If you do leave a message, let them know the date and the time that you'll be calling back, and you should attempt to make your follow-up the next day you're in clinic, and and specify the time that you'll be attempting back. This way they can actually plan to be there for the call or call you back and let you know that they're not available. When you do offer a follow-up, if you are unable to reach the person, you want to enter that in REDCap with the date and time you're going to call them back. And when you're leaving this message, you should give them a number to call in case they want to contact you about changing the date and time of that follow-up. Finally, unless you're talking to the patient directly, don't say anything about the nature of your call, either on the voicemail or to someone else who picks up. So you want to introduce yourself as a health coach. And you don't want to say that the patient was seen for care. You don't want to say that the patient's a smoker. You don't want to give any information other than your name, that you're from University Hospitals, and that you're a health coach and you're asking for Ms. Jones. Because you don't know if the patient is keeping it a secret that they smoke. You don't know if the patient is keeping it a secret that they were seen for care. You want to respect their confidentiality. You're going to make 3 attempts at reaching them, and you can stop after the 3rd failed attempt, or obviously if you actually get through. In this field, you'll be able to see any notes that you wrote that you wanted to remember when you called the patient. Like here I wrote, the patient plans on using the gum and the patch, and they want to get their girlfriend to quit too. And I wanted to write those down because I wanted to have those I wanted to remind myself of that when I called the patient and asked how they were doing. You're going to complete these fields, and you're going to upload the audio recording. When you're done with when you're done with the call and with entering data, you're going to click Complete. You're also going to click Complete if you've made your 3 attempts and you failed. So complete doesn't only mean that you reached them. It also means that you made 3 attempts. It also could mean that you made 3 attempts to reach them and were not successful. It basically tells you when you look on the dashboard, I need to do something or I don't. and you don't need to do something if you've already completed your call or if you've already made 3 attempts at the call. Thanks for listening.